Destiny isn't some grand destination we just arrive at. It's more like a language we have to learn to hear. It doesn't shout its plans from the mountaintops. It whispers them in the rustle of leaves, in the chatter of unseen creatures, and in those quiet moments where one tiny choice can change your life forever. This is the story of such a choice, and of a man who learned to listen. In the kingdom of Viridia, ruled by the wise King Alaric, there was a young soldier named Finn. He wasn't born a noble, nor was he the strongest or bravest. He was just a quiet, observant guy, with a lot of curiosity. His days were spent standing guard, watching the fancy court life go by. Now, King Alaric had this weird, secret tradition. Once a year, a special dish was cooked just for him, a mystical white serpent. It was said this serpent held the wisdom of the earth, and eating it was how the king stayed so sharp. One evening, a servant was carrying this dish to the king's private rooms. He got distracted for just a second, and Finn, who was walking by, saw a tiny piece of the cooked serpent, no bigger than his thumbnail, fall to the floor. On an impulse he couldn't explain, a sudden mix of hunger and curiosity, he snatched it up and swallowed it. It tasted like rain and soil, starlight and old stones. For a moment, nothing. Then, the world exploded. Not with thunder, but with a symphony of 1,000 tiny voices. The squeak of a mouse in the wall became a clear complaint about the lack of crumbs. The chirps of sparrows outside the window turned into a full-blown argument about the best nesting materials. Finn froze, his heart pounding. He hadn't just eaten a piece of meat. He had swallowed a key that unlocked the language of every animal on Earth. Finn kept his new ability a secret. It was his own private miracle. A few weeks later, chaos erupted in the castle. The queen had lost her most prized possession, a sapphire ring. The whole palace was turned upside down. The king offered a huge reward to anyone who could find it. Finn, standing guard in the garden, ignored the frantic humans and listened to the world around him. He heard 2 magpies chattering in a tree. "Such a fuss over a shiny blue pebble," one squawked. "The clumsy human dropped it right here. I thought it would look good in my nest, but it's way too heavy." Finn's heart leaped. He respectfully asked the magpies if he could see their shiny pebble, climbed the tree, and there it was, the queen's magnificent ring. When he returned it, the king and queen were overjoyed. The king offered him gold, a promotion, and an estate. But the world was speaking to Finn now, telling him of oceans and mountains and forests full of life. The castle suddenly felt like a cage. "Your Majesty," Finn said, "your gratitude is enough. I ask only for a good horse and your permission to travel the world. I want to see the places the birds sing about." The king, though puzzled, was impressed and granted his wish. So, Finn began his journey. He was never alone, because the creatures of the world were his constant companions. One day, he found a dried-up stream bed where hundreds of fish were gasping in the mud. While other travelers just passed by, Finn could hear their silent, desperate pleas. He spent the whole afternoon carrying water, bucket by bucket, and moving each fish, one by one, to a deeper pool. The last one he moved, a beautiful trout, spoke. "Kind human, you have saved my people. I am the king of the river folk. If you ever need help in the water, call my name, and we will come." A few days later, he was about to cross a sandy path when he noticed a huge colony of ants on the march. His horse was about to crush thousands. Hearing their tiny, frantic cries, Finn carefully turned his horse and took a long detour. The ant queen climbed a blade of grass and chirped, "You have shown respect to the small. We do not forget such kindness. If you ever face a task that needs 1,000 hands, call for us." Finn's travels eventually led him to a faraway kingdom. The city was buzzing because the king, desperate to cure his daughter's mysterious sorrow, had announced a series of impossible challenges. Any suitor who could complete them would win her hand. Finn, feeling a strange sense of purpose, entered the competition. The first challenge. The king threw his golden ring into the sea from a high cliff. "Find it," he commanded. The other suitors despaired, but Finn walked to the water's edge and called for the king of the river folk. The great trout appeared with his subjects and soon returned with the ring gleaming in its mouth. The court gasped. Angered that a simple traveler had succeeded, the king devised the next task. He had his servants scatter 10 sacks of tiny millet seeds across a huge meadow. "Gather every single seed before sunrise," he declared. As night fell, the others gave up. But Finn whispered his request to the earth. Soon, a living carpet of millions of ants appeared. They worked all night, and by dawn, 10 perfect piles of seeds stood in the meadow. The king was speechless. For the final, impossible challenge, the king said, "My daughter's heart is cold. Legend says only a golden apple from the tree of life can warm it. Bring me this apple from the unreachable mountain." This was a task beyond fish or ants. For the first time, Finn felt defeated. As he stared at the distant mountains, he heard birdsong. He looked up and saw a great eagle circling. He remembered the sparrows from the beginning of his journey and called out, telling the eagle his story. The eagle, leader of the sky folk, heard the kindness in his voice. "The one who listens to the birds is a friend to the sky," it screeched. "Wait here." The eagle soared away. Finn waited for 3 days and 3 nights. On the 4th morning, the eagle returned, gently clutching a perfect apple that shone like the sun itself. Finn presented it to the court, then walked to the princess Aurelia. He offered her the apple. As she took it, their fingers brushed. She took one bite. A warm, golden light seemed to pour out from within her, melting the frost in her eyes. The apple hadn't created love. It had cleared the way for it, allowing her to see the incredible kindness and unwavering spirit of the man before her. She saw his true worth, not in gold, but in compassion, and she smiled. They were married, and Finn, the invisible soldier, became a prince. He ruled not with power, but with a wisdom learned from the humble voices of the world. He knew that the greatest strength is in listening. The best rewards come from the smallest kindnesses, and your true destiny is found when you have the courage to follow the whispers of the world. Thanks so much for watching this story unfold with me. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and subscribe for more tales from around the world. See you next time.